Welcome back, and here with Jonathan,
Hello.
live and direct. Jonathan, Italy are running away, and they've asked me for peace.
Where are they?
They're in the green tile. See
In
it?
the green tile. Ooh.
To the left of Narkiv, the one that you're bombing. So I'm flying my bombers up. I've got an airport really close, and to the southeast of Kharkiv. I'm going to bomb him. Interestingly, so he is still playing, very active. And if you have a look at his homeland, I think he realised probably a bit late that I'd bombed his airport, and so he's built an airbase in an airfield in the province where he's got a medical centre near Rome, and he's rebuilding his Rome airbase. And so he's probably trying to bring in more air support to defend his home cities. But I must say, I don't know why, but I didn't really bomb his home cities much. I was more focusing on that big stack in case he did just send it straight for me. But he hasn't. Just messed around. Shall I tell you the message?
Yeah, sure.
Italy, maybe we can make peace because the Russian forced me to go to war and didn't even try to defend his cities. I'll leave you alone in Russia. Cool. Don't know how he forced him to go to war with us.
I know, and it seems very convenient that now he's losing ground. Suddenly he wants to make peace.
I think he suddenly started to run away when he saw your big stack.
Oh,
The officer can
he
be...
he was already traveling in that direction, but I caught him up a little bit, and now suddenly he has just sped away.
Yeah, chase him down. I think you more stopped and he kept going, but slipped past the city you thought he was going for. So he's just gained a bit of ground, but you're a lot faster than him. You're going at 1.15, and I'm sure he was going at like 0.8 or something. So
Yeah.
Chase him down. Have you got a troop you can peel off to send north into capturing all that Russian territory? Or should we just leave it?
I have actually. That's probably a good idea. I would just need some supervision from a plane or something. But that's a good idea. I
Yeah.
could have a troops at Moscow too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just a bit short of troops, aren't we? There's so much land grabbing to be done. Yeah, do it. Do it. Oh, your troops are quite high level, aren't they? So one could do it. Could it?
Only level 3.
Level 3's, yeah, good defense rating. Defense 5 and 17 hit points. You could survive quite easily against like a rogue state if it came and you're on Moscow.
Oh yeah, Rogue State's fine. I can't actually reach Archangelsk from the airport. Do you think maybe you could bomb that at some point?
Reach what?
Archangelsk, it's Russia's only remaining city now up in the north.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can bomb that.
And
Yeah.
it's actually a bit awkward because Finland has cut me off from getting this last Russian province up here. Because I've got to go through either Norwegian or Finnish land to get there. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. But maybe it'd be just best to take Moscow and Archangelsk and try and hold them.
Oh, right, yeah, that last tile. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got all the UK to get and all that, haven't we? So, yeah, maybe they'll capture that tile. So, yeah, just go as far as you can, I guess. And you've got to presume that if they're still playing, they'll take that. Even if it's an AI, it might take it. We'll see.
Have we heard from Finland?
No. Shall I send him a bell? So, where's Finland? Cities, lowest number of cities first, maybe. There's a lot of zeros. Finland. Oh yeah, do it alphabetical actually. That'll be easier. A B C D E F. Finland. Here we go. Message. Oh yeah, I messaged him saying he's still playing. Haven't had anything back. So I'm Probably not. That'll be AI. It is a bit random how they've kind of gone out, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can just take him down. He has got
Yeah,
not that much land actually.
yeah. That'll be easy enough to take down. There's nothing difficult. It's all connected by land. It's not much, and yeah, I'm just going to be going from one country to the next now. I've nearly taken all of Iran. Just moving some more troops in. I've got a troop now backed up by a rocket troop, and then I've got troop and a rocket going for Tabriz. Just mopping up the last of the land. Got this troop coming down here into some of the Iranian land. I'll bomb that person. So yeah, just I've brought in my bombers nearest to you to bomb Italy on his way back home, and I've got a mixture of a bomber, a superiority, and 3 strikes, just helping to fight in the Middle East now, where I've got rockets, air support, and then a couple of troops. And then I'm just going to start pumping out loads more troops and sending them to the front line along with rockets. So there's a rocket there heading in, and then some anti-air. And I've actually opened up a 4th city for production, so I can start building more troops. And then this is my air city, building heavy bomber and building the rockets out there. So yeah, I think we should just like keep pushing west now. I guess ideally we would just hit one country at a time, but it's such a mess in Europe that we might have to open up more wars. Might be a good idea to build more bunkers on your home cities if we're gonna be at war with more people.
Yeah, most of mine are only at level 1 right now. So shout.
That's good. But yeah, I must say I have started building level 2s, but only because of being hit so hard on those coastal cities. So not everywhere.
My morale on my home cities is around 82% right now.
That's good.
The number of wars isn't too bad. It's very manageable actually. Only at war with 4 people.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, just a country at the time. I think Belarus is definitely a good place to start as well because they're all kind of self-contained. Finland won't take too long.
Yeah.
We've got to be careful cracking into. Well, we're already at war with Italy. There's only a little bit of Ukraine left. Germany would be a bit of a pain because they're spread around quite a few places.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Romania to take as well.
Yeah, and Romania's active.
Is he?
Yeah. Greece. Not very, but a little bit. Yeah, we're going to end up being at war with a few people, especially once we crack into their coalition. Spain's advancing quite well. Slowly but surely. I've got to think that's a new player joining the game. But you never know. And the US and Peru are very, very strong. We're going to really have a big old war on our hands with them when we crack into them. Because if we look on diplomacy and sort by cities, Peru is 2nd, United States is 3rd, and you're 4th. So between me, you, Peru, and the United States, and Tim, we're all in the top 5. So we've got a player advantage on them. But they'll soon start teaming up with other people, other strong players, once they realise that they can't get with us. So that's a big one waiting to happen. How you doing in Australia?
Yeah, just having to build another air base because it's quite difficult to get to where I want to be. He's just sending a few troops about, which I'm cleaning up. But generally, it's fine. He had a few planes floating around, which I took down. Could do with a few more troops down here. Like I'm really struggling with just getting troops from A to B because everything is so far apart.
Yeah, that's long, isn't it? Yeah, looks like you're doing well.
Yeah, I just need to set up a few bases down here. Like Alice Springs would be a really good target to annex a city. It's probably something I should start thinking about soon.
Okay. the rare materials so you can get more
Yes,
rares.
absolutely.
I noticed.
Yeah, it's going well. Go on.
I noticed that in Europe they've got a lot more provinces that have rare material production. I can see 3 on my screen right now, just instantly. For maybe some of those are cities, but 3 definite provinces. For is that 4 or is that a city? No, that's city.
I can see 1 in Romania. And
1 in Romania, 1 on the
1 in Italy.
and 1 on the bottom left of Belarus. Okay, maybe that's just 1, 2. Yeah, the rest are cities. It's difficult to tell them apart from cities. So 2 rare materials provinces, it looks like. A Belarus and a Romanian. So they'll be nice, because I don't have any whatsoever. Do you? In your land? I've mainly got components.
Really looked, to be honest. I have an electronics one. A couple of electronics ones, actually.
They're good to build local industries on provinces.
Yeah, or just on cities as well. Don't neglect those. I've built up some level 1 arms industries on quite a few of my rare and electronic cities.
Yeah, absolutely. You can appreciate from my point of view, I'm trying to save as many rare materials as possible, and the arms industries take rare materials, don't they? But I've got plenty of supplies and components and money, and that's all you need for the local industry. So you can save a bit of your rare materials.
Yeah, I've actually got offers up on the market for supplies and rares at the minute. Somebody fulfilled all of my electronics, which is great.
Yeah, I did over time, but now I've realised I'm going to be short of electronics, only because it looks like everything's starting at the same time, coincidentally. So yeah, you'll have to
sell them back.
Well, it's all right. I can wait. I've got production up quite high. I'm on 197 electronics an hour, and
cool.
Yeah, I've built an absolute ton of local industries on provinces, just really boosting production. I managed to take production from, and someone will have to tell me from who was watching the last episode, but I'm sure components was at around 270, 280 an hour. But I built a ton of local industries on component provinces, and it's up to 312 now an hour.
Wow.
So that's a good boost. I did a real day of just building, locally, and then of course I've got my main component city recovering on the east coast, and building a level 2 bunker on the Jaipur, the other component city. So I've started researching rockets to fly, and they're 11 hours away, and then I think I might go for theatre defence, just so I can start churning them out, as I've got a very defensive setup in this game, unusually, but I think we'll need it against America and Peru. I've got a feeling they're going to go missiles, but I've got some intelligence on them.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I've just stuck some intelligence. I've got a counter-ops agent on every city, all 8 of them now for mine. And then I've put 1 intelligence agent on Peru and 1 on America. And I've put them in random cities. They're not the home cities, so they shouldn't get any counter-ops, but I should still get the intelligence. And in fact, I've got $25,000 left over, so I might double intelligence. So I've got 2 intelligence officers on America, and okay, just need to and 2 on Peru. There's just a lag in the game. Okay. So we've got 2 on each of them, and it'll be really interesting to see what they're building, because I think in the longer term we'll need to counter whatever they're doing. I think they'll be the end game. But in the meantime, we've got Europe and Africa to mop up. But I've got a feeling we'll be meeting America in between at some point. And Peru, but they're going to take a while to mop up South America.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to mount any kind of attack against us, because they're going to have to come a long way. Tim's got a lot of boats just that they may run into. I did have some troops just sat on my capital, but I think I'm just going to send them all to the front line. It's going to take another couple of days, but and they can help out with the push to Europe. And now I've got my stack of subs heading towards Greece.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be keen on using those as soon as I can.
Who are you going to target first?
That big stack, if it's still around tomorrow. Or
so
just
you're...
Italy. So no, just anyone really. Who do you think?
I think you should take out Italy's home cities, all of them.
I mean, you've already done that, pretty much.
Oh, no. Well, I just bombed a couple of them lightly. He's still got quite a lot of the
just the light
infrastructure.
bombing.
Just the light bombing.
Just a touch. Palermo, you never really touched that one.
No, I didn't. I should have. 'Cause that's where he's producing his destroyers, which he'll probably have a stack of by now.
Yeah, I could definitely give that a go.
Yeah, Palermo would be good. So you're going after his big stack. I'm sending in my bombers, and they're 16 minutes away from getting to an airfield that's very close by. So I can bomb him a few times. And after the bombing runs yesterday, I did send my bombers home to heal, and they are fully healed now. So they were all free hits, and I must have done quite some damage. But did you see his big stack?
It's actually got stronger. He's added more to it.
Yeah.
It's got like 15 troops on it now.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That'll take like half a day of just hitting with the multiple rocket launchers to take it down, because I've only got 3 on this stack. When I double that up and get 6, that'll be a little bit more formidable.
Yeah.
But it's enough to scare anyone away, because they realise that they can't really get in close.
Yeah.
Where in fact they can, if I'm not paying attention.
I know, if you go to sleep or whatever, or if you're not on for half the day, they can go right in. So for rockets, you should always go straight for them. Maybe.
Well, just catch them off guard, or be in like an adjacent province, or just where they can't get to you immediately. I was going to sit like the other side of the river at Volgograd or something like that, but now he is just properly pulling back. So just have to be a little bit cautious. I've got my radar with me. So that'll help me out. It's always nice to see where things are. Problem is though, like all of these rogue state cities, like I'll automatically attack those, and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, you're on aggressive. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Strike air super. I'll take my air superiority and patrol above him. See where he is. I presume he is just going to go home through Kiev.
Or you could just destroy rogue state, so I can stick it back on aggressive.
Okay. Yeah. I can hit rogue.
Anything else.
I can hit the city with my bombers when they get there.
You gonna level those up?
The bombers, yeah. So I guess I've got the option of leveling up the bombers first, or researching theatre defence, so I can then start building them and then level up the bombers. Leveling up the bombers doesn't do a whole lot one at a time. It goes from like 7 attack on troops to 7.5 to 8.
It's more about the resilience of it, and then eventually you get a speed upgrade, don't you? Which is actually
that'd be useful. Nice, because they're quite slow. Someone pointed out in the comments very helpfully that the bombers can carry missiles, and that between a bomber and a missile, he can cover half the map.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially with the stealth bombers, because you can get right to the end of the range and then shoot it off.
Yeah, so
Um,
that'll be
they can hold
really nice.
3 cruise missiles.
So,
And the elite ones, they can actually fire ballistic missiles. The elite bombers. I was looking at the range of my sub as well, and it definitely looks like I can just sit in around Greece and reach all of Italy's home cities. So it's got a decent range, very decent
cool.
range.
Yeah. So what's the process? You just you research. Cause I still haven't done it. You
Right,
research guided missile.
yeah, it's a 4-step process. Yeah, you research guided missile. Sorry, yeah, guided missile program, and then the ballistic missiles, and then you've got to
Yeah.
research something to fire it with, and then you've actually got to make the warheads too.
Okay.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. So
A
2
lot.
researchers. You got to build a vehicle, like a plane or whatever, sub, and then you got to go to a city and then build the actual missile itself.
Yeah, so so for 1,350 supplies, 250 rares, 500 fuel, 900 electronics, and 2,000 cash, I get 4 conventional warheads, and
Oh,
that's enough for 2 ballistic missiles. So it's a lot. Um,
okay. Conventional
and then
warheads. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
and then when
wow.
you level them up, they do consume more as well, and
Oh, they
just
cost a lot.
one yeah, one nuclear ICBM costs 4 nuclear warheads.
Wow.
So
No wonder you were keen for the electronics from me.
yeah, yeah.
900
That
lecky
was
lecky.
electronics really do come into play. If you've got an abundance of resources, then why not?
Oh yeah.
It's always good to fire them off in a pinch.
Yeah. Definitely. And can rocket launchers fire?
They can at max level fire cruise missiles,
Ah.
which just makes them even more deadly. So, oh,
Ooh.
actually, that's definitely what I'm going to do. I'm going to research cruise missiles and then get my rockets to max level.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely. It's definitely going to be a game of rocket launchers and heavy bombers of some type or another, and then
Yeah.
hopefully get onto missiles. But I'm so weak on the rare materials. I'm struggling to research anything. But I'm getting there. I'm recovering. My rare materials city is okay. Building arms industry level 2. Got hospital and bunkers level 2, and I've got the level 3 naval base. I can start building some ships, destroyers. I'm a bit short on resources in components, so I'll just wait until I've recovered that a bit more and then start building some boats again. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Yeah, okay, so I can target going to ferry to this airport first because it's a funny one. I've been looking at the whole ferrying and where you attack from, and it just then I put an attack order from my bombers onto the rogue state, and it said it would hit them, but implied it might then go back to an airbase that's further away. Do you think that's just the lines
Oh, it's
not
because you
being read?
haven't like actually landed in the airbase you're going to, and because the further one is within your range, then it doesn't just
Mm,
go back to the nearest airport. It goes to the one where you originally were from, which is actually very
okay.
frustrating. You
I,
do often just have to wait to land before you can do
yeah,
anything.
it is annoying. I thought that was the case, and that's why you've got a ferry from one to another, but specifically to the one that you want to go for. It's very annoying. I wish you could
Yes.
like identify within the orders, identify the airport that you want to go back to or something. There's definitely something missing in there in
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah.
orders and
Yeah.
functionality of the game, because also I wanted to fly from a specific airport to attack something, but I haven't been able to because it sends me from another airport, but I might want to attack something from an airport that's further away, knowing that I can just leave it overnight and it'll pap away, but it won't. It'll go to the closest airport sometimes. So yeah, that's really annoying. It'll be nice if
That's if it's not in range.
Yeah, I mean,
it never goes to a closer airport if it is in range of the further airport. If you see what I mean.
yeah, exactly. So there's different scenarios where it'll put you from an airport you don't want to be going from, and there's not a lot you can do about it. So yeah, that would be nice to have. But anyway, the bombers will be landing in 7.5 minutes, and then I can send them after your rogue state, and then I can send them after Italy's big stack. What I can do, I will do actually. I've got another bomber that I made. I'm going to send him up as well, just to sit on the airport so he can share health when they come back. So just boost the health. When stacks sort of come together, they average out the health if it's the same unit type. So you can have and I was thinking about this actually. You could have a stack just sitting on the airport to help share. Like if you had 5 bombers and 5 bombers, think of them as 2 different stacks sitting on the same airport. Just send 5 bombers off at a time, and then when they come back, they kind of share the health back out a bit and boost them up. I'm not really sure if it makes sense, but what you can do is then at a point where you think you need to like heal them up a bit more, you can keep 5 bombers there and send 5 bombers home to heal up, and then come back and share the health. Possible idea. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, it's just because like to fly bombers all the way out somewhere, it takes about 2.5 hours. So if you could have one group of bombers flying back to re-heal, and then deliver that healing to the group in the field, it means you could keep that group in the field active. But I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a silly idea or not, but I can test it out.
See, it sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but I don't know if there's any advantage to it. So I guess you could have 2 stacks working out of 2 different airports near each other, so they don't come together, or just 2 stacks working independently so they don't meet, and then just send one stack home when it needs healing and the other one keeps working. But either way, it's always interesting to think out these strategies through. So there's a lot of different ways to play this game. What are you researching at the minute, Jonathan?
Just the air race. I'm actually a little short on supplies. But I have got a lot of rares.
Okay.
I'm going to put that towards cruise missiles and the next upgrade for the launchers.
Oh yeah, I can see you're making the conventional warhead. 2 hours to go. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's how it works. So again, I've never made one. So if I go into one of my cities, there's going to be a tab, is there? Yeah, missiles tab. Okay, and that's where you make them.
Yeah, after you've researched them.
And you need secret weapons lab, arms industry level 1. Oh, okay, so not too much infrastructure. Oh, and that's right, where the launchers are. So you can't actually research the launcher. Does it become available when you've researched the warhead?
Yeah, it's just part of it.
Nice.
But it does say where you need to mobilize it. So the ICBM launcher, for example, is secret weapons lab level 5.
Oh.
But for the cruise missile launcher,
right,
it's only going to be secret weapons lab level 3.
Okay.
So you're much better off getting an officer that can fire them.
Yeah. Okay.
Or some other unit.
That makes sense. So I think maybe some players don't use the missiles sometimes because they don't know how to do it. There's quite a few processes and levels to it, isn't there?
Yeah, that being said, it's what a lot of players try and default to if they do know how to do it. You get a lot of missile spam in the late game.
Yeah. They work it out.
Yeah. Press enough buttons, it will happen eventually.
Yeah, exactly. What's Tim doing? Let's see.
Peru said he wanted to fight him 1-on-1.
Oh,
That's not
that's
really
what
the point of this game. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know what it was about. So Peru is threatening Tim.
Yeah, I've got absolutely no idea why.
Okay.
Um,
You can probably see that he's got a good naval.
so I mean, I could just go nuke his capital if I wanted to. That'd be quite fun. But I'll
Yeah.
probably leave it for now. There's no need to go to war with them.
So there is a threat there already, isn't there?
Yeah. If you look on the rankings, you're in first place, Peru's in second, and United States is in third.
Yeah.
Neck and neck with 45 cities. Yeah, it is just those two in the coalition. So overall, we do have more resources than them. But
Yeah.
we need to keep cracking. I feel like we're just going to be steamrolling ahead, and they might reach a bit of a plateau.
I think they'll slow
Taking
down because
all of their
just trying to
confidence.
take over Brazil will slow them down. We've already done our slow bit. I think they've got a slow bit to come because once they've done South America, they've got to choose where to go from there, and it's probably going to be Africa.
When we start getting to like 50 cities each, then we'll just be plain sailing.
Yeah.
You're not far off. You're on what, 46 now, aren't you?
Okay. Let's have a look. There we are. Diplomacy. Oh, 45. Peru's on 45. How come I've got way more victory points than Peru, but we've got the same number of cities?
All of this land you've taken.
The land on top. Yeah, okay. So they've not taken as much land.
That would be my guess. Or maybe there's been fewer wars in the cities. So when the morale's higher, then you get more victory points from the city.
More population.
More population, more points, more money.
Okay. I didn't take that. It's a random tile I haven't taken. I thought I had. Go and take that. Then waypoint him back. Here we go. I'll have that by the morning. And then this rocket will start shooting soon. Yeah, it's going to be nice having the rockets up front. You've got your stack already built. 1 minute.
Yeah, just need to add to it.
1 minute, 13 seconds till my strikes hit the city next door to it. They're rapid fire. I need more strikes. I've only got 3. I lost a few. But I've got 6 bombers now. Oh, there we go. They've landed. So, yeah. 15-minute refuel. I think when you upgrade your air bases, the refuel's quicker, isn't it?
Yeah. And sometimes the refuel can be a lot longer as well. Maybe when you just take an airbase, or I'm not quite sure what causes it to be longer, but sometimes it can be sitting there for like half an hour or an hour.
Yeah, it's when the airbase is operational but not fully built.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
because I didn't think it used to be like that, but maybe they've added that in.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it was like, but that's what I've observed in this game. So an airbase becomes operational when it's at 4 hit points or more, which is 41% or more built. But then there's like a massive refuel time. It's not very efficient.
I think that's like fair enough though, because sometimes you just need that getaway. But you shouldn't be able to just quickly hop in and out of airfields if you haven't fully built them.
Yeah,
fair enough.
But in fact, maybe they have changed it because I did start off in this game just half building airfields and then leaving them, but then I realised that the reload time was so long, so I quickly started rebuilding them again. All right, well my bombers are on the rogue state. They should wipe it out in one hit, and they'll be there. It gives you an estimated time of arrival 21:15, and you look up here. and we're on 21:02, so in 13 minutes. I don't know if that's taken into account travel time, but yeah, no, it hasn't. Once it's up in the air, I'll tell you. It's taken out a rogue state below as well. There's a few rogue states around. But yeah, hopefully no.
Yeah, I'm sending my unit on the way to claim that once the troops are dead.
Great. Yeah, need a few more troops out there. I've got 3, I guess, in the front line. A couple of mechanised and then a normal one. And then combat recon. Yeah, combat recon. Expanding out. And we're getting there. Any last thoughts, John?
From me.
Well, it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Over and out.